Today we're reviewing a Phantom Pocket. We talk about getting wave prio and using your cloak on wave, and just generally how to use your cloak in lane. We talk about meleeing using Spirit Snatch, why pros don't use Spirit Snatch, and how you can use it. We talk about invading, how to invade well, and how a very slippery character like Pocket or Doorman should really be prioritizing invade, and then if you're a more stagnant character, how you still should be invading, and how the flow of invading should work. And then finally we talk about bad fights, overfighting, and pathing to bad fights. I'm Midnight, I'm a Deadlock coach for over a year, and if you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord linked in the description. All my on-stream coaching is entirely free. If you like the video, you know what to do, and I hope you enjoy. That's a really bad cloak. You're using cloak, okay. It's only good to use cloak for poke if it's this early, if it's guaranteed. If they're like in your face and you drop it, then it's good. Throwing a gamble cloak is never better than hitting wave with cloak. It is significantly better to be on like an off angle, just cloaking the entire wave. Or if you really can't, because to be fair, like they could zone you like with bebop and such, then you can just hit two. Yeah, but even then, again, you're still trying to read the player and throwing cloak. If it's ever not guaranteed, like there is in the same pixel as you, don't throw it for poke. Like, again, it's so much better to just get wave prio. Right now, I would just angle my cloak like this. It hits one minion, two if you waited a second, and has a decent chance connecting with Drifter. Like, that's good. If you can throw a Gambler's Cloak, like right here, yeah, perfect. You can throw a Gambler's... Yeah, that was a great cloak. You can throw a Gambler's Cloak if it hits minions as well. So no EU scrims? What are you talking? Like we just did coach to EU scrims. That was like why I was late to stream today. As I was watching Piggy do coach to EU scrims. Case, yeah. Melee, never melee for a last hit. Super greedy. And we should just win this lane though. We just got a kill advantage. We're Yamato Pocket. I mean they'll get spirit shielding, but we just fry. If you want well, you aren't even in EU. Why do you care if there's EU scrims? You got your NA scrim like yesterday. Oh, you are in EU. Wait, you're right. I'm wrong. Wait, weren't you playing in the NA scrim, or am I wrong? I swear you were playing in the scrim last night. What's your thoughts on Scourge buy on Pocket late game? I don't buy Scourge on Pocket late game. I prefer escalating exposure Spirit Burn, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. If you're in that late game that you're in uber luxury, just buy escalating exposure, or sorry, buy Spirit Burn first, then escalating exposure to stack it. Yeah, I mean that was fine. If you want to react quickly, you can parry the bebop melee. But like, yeah, no, I don't think there's a world you would ever buy Scourge. It's not better than like, again, if you're an uber luxury, just go Spirit Burn angle. I mean, at this point the lane's won. They're just gonna keep running at us. We're gonna win. It's a Drifter player. He's not gonna stop fighting us. Drifter is like the like trophy collector in a hero. This guy, because he's like a stack hero, he's just gonna keep running you and keep dying. Like that's all he's gonna do. You just guys are gonna get tower at like minute 1. We're leap saving, I believe, which is fine. Don't buy. Don't buy. Really bad. Oh, that's a really bad buy. When you're that close to leap, you just should full save for leap. Yeah, I mean, I guess emblem's okay if you don't want to do leap save, but leap save is just so overpowered. Also, reaction barrier great into pockets. Not crazy into the rest of their comp though. How do I check win rate for specific items? Stat Locker has them. If you go to Stat Locker and you go to the items tab, you can look at items win rates. Oh, like my personal? I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think there's a way to look at that. Yeah, and we got a ton of stacks off Raj and go for the ult. That's great. Obviously, I mean, if you're playing ideally... Oh yeah, perfect. I was gonna say playing around buff, so we just want to hard shove the next wave and then grab our buff. I'm glad you know your timers. Been typing it is great. Right here, you should just cloak. So good. Like right here, also especially important to cloak the whole wave, so you can get a guaranteed wave prio for your buffs. Getting wave prio is so huge. Pre-buffs. I mean, in general, but especially pre-buffs. We get our buff though. Like this is very above your elo to be on this preemptively. I know rushing Maj was better, but I prefer going for a bit of tempo with Emblem. I mean, Yeah, but is Bebop, if Bebop's going gun, it's even worse. Yeah, Bebop is going gun, so you're not getting any value out of the resistance, and like the CDR is cool, Spirit Power is cool, but like it's not even really the angle. Probably just starve. I think I have stir fry. I'll eat after stream. I'm going to the meat store tomorrow, so that's when I'll actually have food. Especially when, okay, it's especially bad because you're letting your souls get so high. When you're at like 2.2k, again, the reason you don't, well, okay. There's two reasons you don't save for big items, which is one, small items are pretty good. But if you, like a character like Pocket who would love to have leap, the reason you don't, also that cloak was bad, but the reason you don't save for a tier 3 is because also just how long you're weak. So when your souls are already getting, like right now we should not really be looking for a fight. Like the way we lose this lane that's very one is we take a fight when we're saving for leap and we're at our weakest. So right now you just play a little slow, get your prio, don't just space the hook, and you guys are fine. You space the hook for one more wave and you win the game. Well, you win lane, like guaranteed. Okay, if he hit that like snowball, that could snowball the whole lane back at us. That's really risky. Okay. Now Bebop hook is on CD, so it's fine to siege this. You just want to start backing off soon. Careful, hook is coming back up fairly soon. Again, would have been a good time after you after you like knock the minions off zip, just throw your cloak to give you prio. Are they still doing the EU scrims? Piggy's still going on. And by the way, I'm pretty sure the scrims are supposed to be an hour. Piggy's already hit 2 hours and counting. He is spending so long in those notes, goddamn. I mean, yeah. Want to buy here, but I saw Yamato. Wait, let me look at this. Sorry, I was distracted by the Piggy thing. I mean, if she is going, wait, well, let me look. When exactly is the engage? Also, what's the buys looking? Buys look fine. More of our teams are. Okay. You're boxing and then buying, I assume. Yeah, we're boxing. Oh, we're farming this. I mean, you should just, yeah, you should go shop here. You're like right next to it. It's like a 4-second detour. If you're grabbing zip, you can make it even quicker. It's like a 4-second detour to buy the character's biggest spike, which is huge. Or one, you could just give her a ping, like fall back, or give her a ping, be right back, and then go. But you could preemptively ping, you're doing that. And then also you should just go to shop. Because also keep in mind, like the distance you make, it's just as efficient for you to go to shop, buy Majestic Leap, and then pop it and get back into lane than it is for you just to walk back. But like the movement of Majestic Leap would get you back at the same rate. And then also even if it was an item that didn't get movement, it'd still be great. They have boosts, so you should be a little careful. Again, we're sitting on a ton of souls. We're lucky. This is your Yamato doing this, but it's way too ego. You're sitting on a huge spike and your Yamato's won. Not really your fault. Like right now, we're pushing back for taking shots, which is really bad, and we just need to be a shot. Yeah, it's way too greedy. Okay. And we're about to hit 8 minutes. We're in a very dominant position in lane, so that should translate to us stealing Sinners if we're playing textbook. Also, because our mid lane's broken, we should be scary. They don't have crazy scary roam, but I mean mid lane could potentially roam here, so we should be a little aware of that. Yeah, right now I just hard shove the wave and then go for Leaping is good, but I just hard shove the wave and then go for what I'm looking for. Go for the Sinners, like with your Yama. Inarumi. We farm our own, which is better than nothing, but not better than stealing theirs, and we definitely have the window too. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, you should try to steal, but now we're stealing while waves are meeting, which is really bad. And your Yamato is like really far from you. I mean, Drifter's about to hear you. If they hear you and just go on you, it's really bad. Especially because you just farmed yours, which means the bag that you're coming to hit the Sinners with is so big. I'm visiting family for 2 weeks. It's been great, but I'm itching to play so bad. It's the next best thing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I feel that though. Like when you go out of town And then you're at the end, you're like having fun in the vacation, but you're at the end and it's like, fuck, I just want to play my game. Whatever you're addicted to. Hey, look at this. Oh, it was the roam I was talking about before. We hit an ult. Oh, we're drift. Okay, we're drifter blinded. That makes sense. We should just backfight all. We hit our ult, but as a 400 HP pocket, it's really risky to re-engage. Didn't realize Leap was online. That's a fine re-engage, because Leap gives a very fair and balanced 270 HP barrier. Almost doubling your health, because, you know, we love Leap. This is an overchase, though. Should not be chasing into this walker. That's an extreme overchase. Just gave my dog a carrot, alright. My dog likes milk, actually. I feel like he's a cat. He loves milk. Also, okay, you get your leap off. Yeah, it's... Now, again, I like you stealing their sinners, but it's just so risky when you're this low. Especially because we're starting stealing that sinners with a bag. We're just always sitting on so many souls and risking so much. You're rushing Spirit Snatch early. That's fine. I mean, I'd prefer Cultist and then Snatch, but I mean, I think you're going to skip Cultist, which is kind of objectively worse because Cultist is overpowered. Yeah, actually, I would just go Cultist here. I talked myself into wishing you had gone Cultist because it's just so overpowered. I heard they were good for their teeth and breath. Interesting, interesting. Yeah. Okay, wait. Apologies. No real point in being here. Like, if we look at map, you were okay. It's not impossible, but the chance of you killing someone on top of this walker while they have walker resist and they're on their walker is so incredibly improbable that it's just not worth being here. When you get a hard shoved wave like this, you should use your advantage to look at mid. Look to kill the mid guardian. Look to push with your team. They're showing 3 on this right side right now. Which, you know, if this was later in the game, yeah, it's great to trade Walker back because I start showing 3 on the right side. But because we're only 10 minutes into the game, there's a ton of, the Walkers have a ton of flat resistances, so we can't really siege it. And when you have leap and fast rotation, if instead of using your leap to get here, if you just leaped over here, you could have hit an ult on Bebop, the tower, gotten the tower. You would have traded towers, but it would have been great. You then open yourselves up. If your Yama keeps pushing lane, you then could go steal their doubles. Like, there's a lot of opportunity here, and when you break this tower, you open you open doubles up, which is really, really huge. Instead, we're just gonna go run at their walker, probably do like 10% of its HP, and then get shot by the laser for a while. Okay, we cleared way. I mean, I'm glad you didn't try to siege walker, but still kind of a waste of our time. I do see a 4K advantage at 10 minutes. You know, I'm thinking earn. They have a lot of guardians left. Oh, also one thing. Piggy was just talking about this in scrims. If you had done that, you kill this tower, then you steal their doubles, right, with Yama. You shove this wave again, you can then run the urn, and when you force a very positive fight for your team here, they might choose to trade Guardian back, right? But then you are immediately going to get their Guardian. And since you've already killed this Guardian, you're unlocking your flex, and if they don't choose to trade, you're just getting urn and a flex. Otherwise, you're getting urn and trading Guardians, which is still great. And then again, completely unlocking like so much of their map. Okay. Now, was this lost cause? I mean, this is a Phantom player playing in like an emissary lobby, so I can't imagine the distribution in this elo is good. This is probably like 1 Phantom and like 4 Seekers and like 1 Ascendant and, you know, 8 other like Alchemists. Probably something like that, because it didn't say high skill party disparity, which means this is a solo queue game that just popped like this. Mike's Emissary isn't that far below Phantom. 3 letter ranks? Okay, that's pretty far. But with player distribution, it's like 10% of players or something. 20%? 30%. Okay, it's pretty big. Roaming for this Guardian, which is fine. I'm looking for a fight with our ults. I mean, yeah, this is fine. We're gonna get Guardian. Only thing is, like, before we rotate over, it would have been so much better to try to steal his doubles, especially with this this tower broken. Doubles is so invadable when you break 2 Guardians. Great to steal. Again, I'm stressing invasion of jungle a lot because you're a Pocket and Pocket loves to invade. Pocket has like really good invade because they're so slippery. You should have Majestic Leaped under tower and parried it. Would have been a lot better. Set your team up for a potential dive. On tower stuns. Put you in a better spot. You need to be careful though. Because right now we're showing 3 on this Guardian. They're showing 2. If they rotate someone else over, it's a 3v3. Or not best 3v3 rather. No, we have 4 here. Okay, it's a 4v2. I don't know what. Elo based thing, if they engage on me like this, I'm assuming I'm running away because I'm assuming there's no shot 2 of them are running at 4 of us without like 2 people boosting down this zip. It's fine to counterfight them as long as you acknowledge that this counterfight is only good because of your elo and you're just assuming your enemy is unintelligent, essentially. Which is fine, you just have to make sure you're consciously you're consciously telling yourself this would not be a good play if I was at a better level. Because if my enemy runs at me, I have to assume they have some kind of advantage. But it's just Drifter and the goddamn Trophy Collector paradox where he sees stacks, so he just runs at you. Not even Trophy Collector paradox, just Trophy Collector fallacy, I suppose is a better way to put that. I should coin that term. Oh, I'm coining Trophy Collector fallacy. Also, we have sat in this lane. I know I'm pausing so much, my apologies. We have sat in this lane for like 5 minutes. We've done like maybe like 20% damage to this tower because it was already hit. And now this wave's crashing into our walker. This is really bad. We just keep pushing way past when instead of, you know, trying to chase, I don't even know what you're doing chasing over here. You should have just hit the Guardian. Killed it 10 minutes ago, then one of your teammates could have, or one of your teammates should have reset to catch the crashing wave. But you get a pick, but again, that shouldn't have been allowed because, like, why is the Viscous even trying to fight that? He sees 3 of you hitting his tower and he's like, I can 1v3. I can throw some, like, it's going to provide a lot of value if I Kobe a Splatter for like 100 damage on them. That'll stop them from taking tower. Barrage Max would have been enough to carry. I don't actually know. Okay, what's the thought process behind pivoting to Barrage Max? There's like Uber carry? Like, I assume you do it post ult max. You might be meleeing a little too much. We're trying to abuse our Spirit Snatch, but be a little careful. Flat damage. Okay, because your numbers are already so high because you're so ahead. The percent flat damage increase it gives you is even more absurd. That makes sense. There's our Cultist, which, okay, I like that we're buying Cultist. I just would have preferred it before Snatch. Cultist is so good, and buying, like, it's the difference between buying it at like 11 minutes or 15 minutes, which is pretty significant. And Cultist, obviously, the immediate reinvestment towards Snatch goes crazy. Okay. Farm your doubles, that's fine. I mean, for some reason, whatever. We're strong on the left side, but it isn't our fault. We're just farming Sinners, so we're gonna get Uber fed. I mean, this game should be won at this point. We have a pocket with like 30 Sinner buffs at minute 15. Like, this should never be losable. I don't usually trust myself to run carry, so I do Affliction Max. Okay. I honestly don't know very many. I obviously know like pocket building and all that, but I don't know very many like complex pocket philosophies. If that makes sense. This is bad. We're just running at the fight. You're respawning. You're just seeing 2 people running at your team and you're just pathing to the fight. Yeah, we have ult, so like a fight's not bad for us, but we should not just path towards the fight for no reason. Again, it's kind of the intelligence thing where you should assume this is, for one, like, is this 3 people here? Okay, it's a 3v2. So for one, when we have no information and they're actively trying to fight at us, we should assume they have players behind them, because why would they just run at us? Unless they have Trophy Collector, of course, because then you don't have to assume their intelligence. But also, you just shouldn't be always running down the lane where there's a fight. We have other shoved lanes. I look at this game state and I just want to run Urn. You can get this exact same type of fight, except it'll be over Urn. You have good wave prio. In lieu of that, I would just come down mid and use our extreme wave prio to try to steal some of this jungle. Again, very much stressing Invade, but it is so important, especially when you're like a pocket, a doorman, insert other slippery character. Who else is good at invading? Why can't I think of any off the top of the dome? Ivy's good at invading because of ult. Holiday's decent because your bounce pads are very, very good for running. If you know Drifter lineups, Drifter can actually be good even though he like shouldn't be. We're running at we're like walker diving them 2k souls up with no information. We have to be fair, we can assume they have to pull 1 to each of these lanes. We see Victor now showing up and we can assume because McGinnis rotated over, someone has to catch this Holiday lane. But when we have no information like this, there should just be 4 on this walker. And this should be a bad dive. Also, last hitting with the melee is really bad habit that you just don't want to get in, and especially not while you're under walker, because if he parried you there, you just get Valhalla, no counterplay.
They need to stay out of my way if they don't want to be hurt.
Now we should just leave. I think you're waiting for your leaf cooldown, but we could have just left by this point. Instead, we have just wasted like 30 seconds where we could have been farming. This is a terrible engage. You're engaging on 3 of them. We saw 3 of them here. You're engaging behind their walker. Yeah, you were waiting on leap, but we're engaging behind their walker, yeah. I mean, you could have just left, though. Even without leap, like, your pocket, you could just, like, you can just walk out. You can come out this way, come over here, just walk out. If anyone chases, little vent tech, you hit this vent, you double jump. You can do it a couple ways. I normally double jump, wall bounce, and then if you do it well, you can melee and mantle this. If you don't, you can just air dash and mantle this. You can walk out like that. A decent route out. If, like, worst case, because it's hard for them to chase, and you just stay on top of the roof. Anyway. But we could have just left at the point, and we just walked out. Even without our leap up. Most of my consistent issue is greeting kills, because I find it really funny. It's kind of my bane. I see. We don't have much information on this fight. We have 1 negative wave, 1 neutral wave, like no information. Melee is really bad. Never heavy melee on pocket. This is a bad overchase. The initial engage is like not great, but it's okay. This is a really bad overchase. We have no information. They should have someone rotating over because we haven't seen anyone. And now we're continuing to chase like into their base. Also, yeah, you never heavy melee on pocket because if you ever get parried, you just die insta. You only light melee for Spirit Snatch. I have not been writing down notes. Okay. Catching up on some notes. Why? Alright. Why? Alright. Anyone else? There's some interesting things, but nothing... Okay, nothing mind-numbing at least, aside from the... Okay, well, your IV has Boundless. Okay, whatever, it doesn't... No, Tank Buster on Yamato isn't bad, but Tank Buster at 17 minutes is bad. You never want to buy Tank Buster to pre-22 minutes. It just doesn't, because it gives max HP damage, it just doesn't provide enough value until it's, well, I shouldn't say never. If they're like 3 tanks, you can buy it at like 20 minutes. But the vast majority of games, you don't want to buy it before 22 minutes, because it's just not providing enough value. Because the more HP the enemy has, the more value. And your tank is decently tanky, so it is a good item, but not to rush. You should buy it like, I would buy it like on, I don't know, 21 minutes. At the earliest. Okay. And you're catching Victor out, but it's like, whatever. This is fine. It's just like, why do we have 4 on our side lane? We're not playing the game correctly, I suppose is the best way to put it. Also, you could have just cased Victor ult there. That's what I'd do. Staying in his face is good. You can case, instantly melee him, get your Spirit Snatch procced on him. He shouldn't have 2 maxed. Okay, he maxed 2 first. Interesting. Interesting, we maxed 2 first and rush escalating. This is... whatever. Again, I mean, same thing. Why are we coming down this rope? Our doorman's gonna catch this wave. There's a wave crashing into our mid-walker. We have a really big issue of just pathing to fights without thinking. Pause when I'm doing that in that situation. I want to get a new scene. I've been thinking, again, I want to get more, like, scenes like that look like, because I don't edit my videos. I want it to be, like, live edits. But I don't know what else to have. I was thinking I would have, when I'm, like, in lobby or whatever, have one of those that cuts to, like, a static map that I can draw on. But I couldn't think of much else. I would love to have more things that look like live editing, but I just don't know how. Sorry, I do know how, I just don't have good ideas. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Silence Wave next? I mean... what do they have? They have Yamato. Oh, no, we don't have Yamato. Silence Wave is like not that crazy on pocket this game. It's not bad. It's good into Victor, but it's not that good. And you're buying it on top of Spirit Snatch, which generally, because resistant shred stacks multiplicatively, you don't want to build too much of it. I appreciate it, Rocks. But I just like, I don't know. I really like, you know, I just don't, I don't know. A whole different tangent, but I like making, I don't know. I just hate editing. TLDR. So I think I could do to actually make stuff feel it is better. I mean, you're getting so much farm on yourself, which is great. The issue is like none of this farm is coming from the enemy's jungle. All the farm we've gotten is from our own jungle, which is good. We're getting very fed, But as a pocket who should be trying to invade, is not great. Now they're running Urn, which is, I mean, neutral fight. It's good that they're running Urn, but we'll see who it plays out for. You get a pick before, which is good. They should start running it now. Why is he continuing to run it? Okay. What do I see on this map? I would just push Walker at this point. Thank you for the follow, Tarbo. I would just push Walker at this point. We know Drifter was running Urn. We see Ivy fighting someone because Ivy's choosing to fight. We can assume she has a teammate nearby, so we already have a general idea of where 3 are. At most, we know where 2 are. Or sorry, at least we know where 2 are, and they have 1 dead, so worst case, 3 of them show on Walker, and we just back off, but I would just push this Walker. Because, like, you guys really aren't going to be able to do much backing off. Yeah, we picked 2 of them now. Drifter's running Urn still for some reason. Yeah, only 1 showed up on that Walker. HP Bop's scary, but you could have taken, like, half its HP. Yeah. Did you use your Spirit Snatcher? I don't think you used your Spirit Snatch. Again, keep in mind when you're using... an issue I'm noticing with your melees is they come after. Like, your melees are normally on the guy when he's, like, 10% HP. Okay, we tried, we just missed. Okay, that's fine. But more of a micro misplay of missing the melee. Uh-oh. Oh, we're casing for lead. Perfect. I hope, okay, again, love the Deadlock replay system, so amazing it's in the game, but I do hope they fix the cooldown glitches, because I feel like the other glitches aren't that big, but like my coaching does get griefed by like not knowing cooldowns half the time. I guess that's why some people, or most people do, video or coaching off videos. I mean, again, yeah, same issue. Like, we're pathing mid because we see a couple, but our, Shiv is getting 2v1 on this Walker. He's going to be forced to reset, I assume, right? Yeah, he's half HP. He can't solo defend this Walker. You need to rotate over to help him defend this Walker and defend this wave instead of just coming mid for no reason. I don't think I should go in 2 times speed. I think 1.5 is good. 2 times it looks like disconcerting to me. It's too fast. What do you guys think? Also, my best stats / best carry games are in Oracle lobbies, but I'm Emissary. I mean, yeah, I don't know. To be fair, in like a game like that, it's games that are that different from your main Nilo are very scuffed in distribution. Spirit Burn next. Yeah, that's fine. 2 times too fast? Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I think 2 times would feel okay if they had a better, like, if they did it better, but I think you lose frames when you 2 times because of the way the replay system's designed, so it also just looks very like janky and choppy. It's like speeding up like something when you're editing it almost, rather than like actually giving more frame. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense. It should give more frames. Why does it give less? I mean, again, same thing. Yes, great, we're farming sinners. Bad, we're farming our own sinners when we have a ton of pressure. And like, we have a ton of pressure on map. All of the enemy left side jungle is up and invadable. Now we're going for it, which is good. But same issue as before, we've now acquired a bag from our jungle, we're bringing it into the enemy jungle. You want to like acquire your bag in the enemy jungle and then go back to your own to farm. You don't want to be acquiring the bag and then dropping here. When should you farm your own sinners? I mean, it's great too. Just when there's not an option to farm the enemy jungle, I suppose is the best way to put it. You should farm your own sinners when 1, they're in danger of getting invaded, or 2, you don't have the option to farm enemy sinners. So like the perfect rhythm right here would be Paul get walked up, farm the sinners. If we kept having prio, you could get really greedy, take this doubles. Then you would hit vent, come back over here, farm your own sinners. Then you could go to the secret shop, buy, and then kind of like, you know, shove this waves again, try to steal this, play it by ear. Like a rhythm like that, where you're prioritizing the enemy jungle, taking the enemy jungle. Then once waves are starting to get pushed back and you start to get a bag, you come back, farm your own, push the wave back, like that type of rhythm. And the reason I say you would want to buy as soon as possible is because you would have, if you had farmed all those sinners at that point, you'd have like a above 1k bag. You would need to get like buy as quickly as possible. I find I play better when my teammates are actually able to understand macro. That's definitely a thing. Where like it's also something that I've experienced with coaching, where like I'll coach a really low level player and it's like I have an easier time coaching an ascendant level player than like I don't know, I don't know, Seeker simple, like an alchemist level player. Because like there's a certain point where the game is being played so fundamentally incorrectly it's hard to even say what someone's role is besides just like get your micro good enough you can just carry your way out of this. I mean, it's a classic mistake fighting in front of wave. You don't want to fight in front of wave. Yeah, we're also 1v1ing in front of wave. Ivy's gonna pull up. Yeah, I mean, this was destined to be a death from the start. Is it only applicable because he's pocket? It's okay. It's applicable on every character, but you want to more aggressively steal farm on pocket because you're so slippery. But any character could do it. Like in the situation where we have both wave shoved and their sinners are up, any character could go steal. I just wouldn't even think of greeting the doubles unless I'm a character like Pocket, Doorman, Holiday who can be very slippery. Also, is my game glitched? No, you're a safe guy. IRLCC, unlucky. This is a long IRLCC. The time food came home. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Oh, you're still AFK eating, aren't you? Because your mouse is dead. Yep, you're still eating. Okay, I respect it. There we go. Okay. I mean, and also, okay, I look at this game. We're down 10k. So this is a point where you don't want a fair fight, right? You're down 10k, you don't win a fair fight. I look at our comp, I see, okay, we have Holiday, mostly Holiday, a little bit of Dormant. We win this game by getting a Holiday lasso in side lane. We come back into this game by going to a side lane, getting a Holiday lasso, and then leveraging that into probably earn any kind, or just any kind of good fight. If we get a couple picks, it can be mid. This is bad though. Just brute force taking, in general, a fight mid will be a team fight. So brute force taking a fight mid is bad. We have a big collapse. Okay, actually, let me actually change that, because we have a big collapse. This actually isn't bad because we're collapsing on our jungle. But generally, we would much rather have like 6 of us collapsing on the guy on side than the guy in mid. This actually is not bad because we have literally 6 of us on this one guy, which is, but to be fair, that is a different problem if we are overkill on this guy. We do not need 6 to kill 1, maybe 2 of them. And yes, they will have backup, but it is a little too many to commit to this. Because we're going to lose all our wave prio. And somehow your Yama dies? How is that a 1-for-1? Ooh. Thank you for the sub, Tarbo. Welcome, welcome. Somehow that's a 1-for-1. So it actually, okay, to be fair, that should have worked out. But now if you look at your map, because we committed 6 here, 2 very negative waves. So where we normally, say a world your Yama didn't die, but like, okay, we have a pick. Let's use this to run and use our advantage. Now you can't really leverage that advantage because 2 of you have to go to fix your waves. Which, well, you still could run earn, but it's much more difficult. Oh, you should not go mid off one. Wait, actually, you don't even have a single pick. This is not a mid angle. Yeah. He's dead. Don't die for him. Actually, it's a Viscous. He might be able... No, it's not a Viscous. It's a Billy. I'm glad you didn't die for him. Very classic mistake would be like leaping in there to try to peel for him, and then they get 2 picks. They do mid. Am I 2 speed, or does it just look weird? Okay, it just looks weird. Yeah, I mean, your goal here is really just to ult to stop them from coming into your base. I mean, they should do earn. We're lucky they're not. Don't want to look for a fight. We're still dead one. This is a terrible... We're taking a team fight. We'll dead one really bad. Again, you really just want to look on a side lane at this point in the game. Ults. Let's see. I mean, you could have greeted the damage by popping out of your case before you teleported. Yes, there is a like 0.1% chance that B-Up could have like pixel perfect hooked you out of the case pop before you TP'd, but it's so unlikely. I wouldn't even think about it. Also, wait, I didn't really even realize how late Transcendent cooldown is coming out. We have so many items that benefit from it. Cold Front, Leap, Snatch, Cultist is huge with it. Silence Wave, also good. Spirit Burn, obviously huge. I would buy Transcendent much sooner. Probably like instead of Silence Wave. Yeah, you could actually have the exact same buy if you had just substituted Silence Wave for Transcendent cooldown, and it'd feel a lot better. Oh, now we're going Tank Buster first, which is Tank Buster good this game? I mean, it's... Yeah, they have decent max HPs, and it is... Okay, I don't mind Tank Buster this game, I just much prefer Transcendent first. Again, same mistake. 4 mid for no reason. Yeah, we're just gonna go take a team fight on their mid walk. This is terrible. We're down 11k taking a brute force team fight on their mid walker. Yeah, I mean, no shit, this goes poorly. Should not be trying to re-engage. We're dead 3. Well, they're up 2. Like, we should just run away. They're gonna do mid off this. You have 2 options. Well, yeah, I should stop pausing. You have 2 options. One of them, you could run away and try to contest mid when they do it, because you have Doorman, who's pretty good at contesting mid. Second option, you just run away. One of you holds the urn in your base, and you just let them do mid. Doorman's actually really good at contesting mid. This is terrible. This is not an option, though. Going in and dying mid for fun and giving them a mid boss is definitely not the play. Because now when I skip a minute, they should have rejuve, right? Oh, they actually do. I fully expected me to skip there, and them not to have actually done it. And to have wasted their advantage. But yeah, I mean, we could have just contested that mid with Doorman and, like, Pocket and Yama. Is confirming mid prio more important than collapsing 6 side? Wait, what do you, I mean, you don't want to, like, you never want to collapse a 6 on a side lane. But, like, you can do, like, a split that's, like, 1, 2, 1, 1, or, like, a 1, 1, 2, 1, and then, like, these 2 with, like, a Holiday or someone look to go gank this lane, or, like, your Infernus is hard farming. I don't know, I meant to draw an eye. Your Infernus is hard farming. And then you look for a pick like this. You have 3 in this lane. If you really need, this player can rotate over on prio, and then the side lane player can pick up mid. If you really, really need. Okay. Need a better way of illustrating. I know there's actually, I learned of this website recently where you, like, it's like the old Valorant website where you can, like, you get a map and you can, like, drag character images onto it to, like, design plays and stuff, which is cool. I feel like that'd be useful here. I mean, this is not, your Shiv's just dying for fun. Just don't die with him. Yeah, we call back. We watch him die. That's great. Why did Yamato buy escalating? Fuck, man. Like, I guess it technically stacks all Spirit Burn, but, like, come on. Okay, they're brute forcing mid. Wait, yeah, your Shiv was fighting. I didn't even realize the fact that he was fighting like that while they had rejuve. Do you think every game is carryable if I'm good enough on any character, or do I gotta be on carries? Okay, I don't. Oh, it's hard to say without fueling copium. I think 95% of games are carryable, and I think the 5% that aren't, you still are making a lot of mistakes, and you can still improve, no matter who you're playing. It's probably, you know, 95 if you're a carry character, like 90 if you're a support. But I think if you, as every single game you lose, you still have a lot of mistakes you made, no matter what elo, and things you can improve on. Also, our mistake here was just we're, like, pushing in front of Walker to fight when we're, when they have 2 rejuves. You should just leave now. Why are we? This is so risky. I mean, yes, you leap out, but, like, if we just walk out this way, we can just walk out like this, and then leap, and it's 50x safer. Or just, if you want to be really safe, come this way. Wait, you should just have Torrent Pulse too. I mean, I don't believe in the escalating on Yamato. I'm not a Yamato player, but that just seems so grief. Like, that just seems so grief. Yeah. I mean, we're just gonna, yes, you died quick. We're also just kind of jumping into him for no reason. What did our damage look like? Just Fed Drifter? Yeah, Fed Drifter. Yeah. We are just kind of jumping into him while we're dead too. Oh, it's game. Okay. Well, we mostly lost that game off all of our brute force fights mid. That was the real throw. Was when you're behind, again, when you're behind, you want to look for picks on side lane and not brute force fights mid. We're just trying to farm a good review game, but everyone just ran it down and died every game. Yeah. Yeah, I feel that. I always think about an old Overwatch coach saying 1/3 of your games you can't win, 1/3 you can't lose, and 1/3 are up to you. That's a pretty good way of thinking about it. Oh my god. Just knock the cannon. Yeah, actually, that's a really good way of thinking about it. I like that mentality. I would probably I wouldn't say 1/3 you can't win, but I like the idea of the philosophy. Okay, anyway, as far as the notes, biggest emphasis, and will probably the title of this video, is just invading more in general, but especially if you're pocket, just stealing farm, especially when you have an early advantage. We kind of threw our early advantage by not pushing into their jungle. In lane, you want to be cloak and wave. Cloak prio, especially if you know bridge buff's about to spawn. Never have you melee on pocket, and don't be even light mailing to finish off a kill, because that's just like a terrible habit that'll get you punished against better players, because they will panic parry. Sorry, my voice is tweaking. I don't know how my voice keeps being shot this entire week. Anyway, that's a tangent. We were just like, also a big issue in the mid game. This kind of petered out in the late game, but in the mid game we were just way too much over fighting, and just like we would just respawn and we would look at our lanes and be like, okay, where's the team fight? There's 2 guys left. Let's go. Like that's just not how you want to play that. You want to manage waves. You don't want to be pathing to a fight. Your teammates are dying. Just, you know, I mean, if you can save them, just generally let your teammates die if they're griefing. And if the enemy team is just like pushing or like fighting aggressively, it's just so much better to prioritize waves. Then we took a ton of bad fights. The whole game was like relatively bad fights. If you want to force a fight when you're winning, run earn. Don't just force a fight for fun on a side lane. And then when we're losing, we don't want to force a fight for fun in the mid lane, and we want to look for pick with our holiday ult on the side lane. Anyway, for watching on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and keep it real.